Cheers.
Yay,
Welcome
we have our
to
cups
Misfits.
back. We
Yes,
didn't have
we
them
our
for a
cups.
few episodes.
I know, well,
I don't know why.
we were on the road. There's that. Sorry.
So professional.
We were traveling.
Yeah.
We were on the road. It is nice every week. I feel like this is so much better.
It is.
I
I
feel
do.
like
We're back into a rhythm.
Yeah, I like
I'm
it.
way behind in listening to ours. Like I like to listen to them to remember what we talked about, and I'm weeks behind. I mean, wedding, graduation, I'm weeks behind, and so I just listened to one, and we were so far off. Like it was one we recorded early,
pre-recorded, yeah.
and then I was like, oh, we were off. So I don't like pre-recording that far in advance.
No, I agree.
So I'm happy we're back on a little bit of a rhythm.
I listened. I've been listening in the car, and I'm like, we're sort of funny.
We are.
I mean, I crack, up at you. And
Well,
so,
thanks. I think you're
so
funny too.
that's-
I laughed out loud at something you said this time. I was like, oh, that was great. I think we have wisdom. Like I listened to it, and I thought, oh, that was a really good point. I should do that more often. I say
Seriously.
it, but I was like, that was a good point. Whatever it was, I don't remember.
Same. I thought we're getting really much better at this. I think we should tell people we do this.
We're really good at this.
We're going to do some marketing because we think we should tell
We are
people
working
about
on marketing. But it would be interesting to ask, and this is one of the things that we talked about with our marketing team just before. We're really good at saying things that we don't do. So we'll be like, oh, we'll put that in the show notes, and then we never put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
Or we
partially
say,
because we don't know how.
right? So we don't tell everybody that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Or we say,
We're
like,
genuine.
we'll come back to that and tell you the end of the story, and then we don't come back to it. Or so we're not great at following through with what we say, and so we need to do a better job with that.
I'm going to take notes if we say that today. I'm going to write it down.
That's a great idea. We should, and what I thought was we could come up with a good title for the podcast based on some of the really funny things we say or good things we say. Like sometimes we'll say something and I'm like, oh, that'd be a great title for this. Like this is about blah, 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 or whatever. But we don't take notes on it, and then at the end of it, we don't make that a title because we forgot about it. We said it at the beginning. So I think as you're taking notes, as we're saying stuff, when we say something funny or good, we should jot that down and make it the title.
I'll try, because I'm usually laughing so hard that I can't. But on that point, today we said that we would finish.
Coming back to it.
We skipped our legend week because we had Jill.
Yes.
And so we said we would come back to your wedding. Bridal shower engaged
message.
to Christ message. So that was really good.
Thank you.
It was very good.
That's Jesus. That was the Jesus.
But
that was super fun. Shout out to Carrie. She listens faithfully. But she heard us talking about it again. She was at the shower, so she heard it at the shower. But then she was listening again, and it reminded her, so she invited me out to her Bible study. So if the Bible study ladies are listening, thank you for inviting me into their Bible study. And I got to share this at the Bible study. So that was like extra sharing of it, which was really fun.
Look at you being popular.
I know. Look at that. And then they let me talk about my campaign. Look at that.
Nice.
Vote for Tammy on August 18th. It's my hot flash thing. So I'm so hot.
August 18th is coming up.
90 days from today. We are at the 90-day mark. My
Okay.
campaign managers just shouted at me. 90 days.
Yeah, because you were coming back after the wedding and you were...
It's go time. And so
I'm in.
it is.
Yeah. We have a surprise for everyone on one of these episodes.
One of these episodes about the campaign. On the campaign trail. So we can talk about Engaged in Christ. The rest of that, we'll finish that as far as legacy goes.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll sort of talk about...
So in the show notes...
Excuse me, yes.
We need to ask the question. We were told to ask you more questions.
Oh, yes.
I would like to know, because I don't want to say disagree, but we're different with how we watch this.
Oh, got it.
So I'm curious of where people find us.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
We're different. Be deeper than
I'm
that.
like, okay.
We're different. I watch us on YouTube all the time because I like to see us. I think our mannerisms, or we'll get the giggles, or I like seeing it. You listen to it on iHeartRadio, so you just have the audio.
I listen to an Apple Podcast, but
Apple
I get all these alerts from Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio.
Okay. So I'm curious of where
Please let us know.
Listen to us.
How are they supposed to tell us that?
Which is why on YouTube, when you watch it on YouTube, you can comment. I don't know if you can comment on iHeart and on Spotify, but when you listen to it on YouTube, you can have a conversation. It's like a text. So you can comment on YouTube. So go to YouTube, which is the better way to do it, if I do say so myself, and leave a
Apparently.
comment and tell us.
They could do it on Instagram.
Or on Instagram. Oh, so what was the thing she told us, the marketing purpose? Alyssa said we had to do little questions and
Yes,
wisdom.
we have to ask questions and
so
put
we should
wisdom
create
comments.
And put that down. See, we should create an Instagram
We have
question.
Instagram. Oh, yes.
that says, "Where do you listen to the podcast?"
Okay.
Okay. So now we had to
I think
work
that's
that out.
better.
So we got it worked out. So we need you guys to go to Instagram when we make the post, which we haven't done yet.
Right. But you could like us on Instagram.
Like us
Even
on
that
Instagram,
would be okay.
and then when we make the post that asks the question where you listen to us, tell us whether you do Spotify, iHeart, Apple, or YouTube.
Right.
Go YouTube.
Yeah. I think I'm going to win this one.
I probably will.
Yeah.
'Cause
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
But the best part is you say, I watch it. And for months, I'm like, how does she have time to watch this? This is like,
It's
it's
long.
long,
I know.
right? Now I find out you watch it while
While
you're
I'm
driving.
I do.
I'm like, oh, great.
So I got this great little thing that clips on your dashboard, and I hook my phone up and I
Yeah.
turn it sideways, and it's kind of off in the distance, and I will watch us while I'm driving.
Yeah, but it's a
I
little
don't
scary.
watch Netflix while I'm
Yeah,
driving.
never. Nobody would do
Sometimes.
that.
Sometimes.
I got rid of Netflix.
When traffic's not bad. When you do what?
We got rid of Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be another great question. What are people watching right now?
We'll put
What's
that,
out
We'll
there?
put that.
That'd be a great
On
another
Instagram.
Instagram question. What are
What's-
y'all watching right now?
Okay.
Were
You
you a
just keep
Yellowstone? Were
talking,
you a
and I'll
Yellowstone?
just write the. I'll just take notes.
And then we'll put it out there.
Tammy's assistant.
Were you a Yellowstone person?
You know, I did for a minute, but
Okay.
then I got sort of bored of all of that.
Okay. Because now there's like spin-offs. So
Oh,
they did
yes,
the
yes,
prequels,
yes.
they did the
Yeah,
1823
yeah.
and the 1933, which I loved. They were like little mini-series. Now there's what's after? Post?
Yes.
Prequels before, what's after?
Sequels.
Sequels, is that it?
Sequels, yeah.
And it's called Marshalls. And so the one brother is
Oh,
now
yeah.
the Marshal. And then they did the Dutton Ranch, and the daughter moved to Texas and is so they have two
New places.
spin-offs. So I'm
Oh.
curious if people are watching it.
No.
They're good.
No.
Okay. Anyways,
Sorry.
that's enough questions.
Okay. What do you watch on
Did you name
Netflix?
them
or
show
Prime?
notes?
I did.
Show notes.
I'm a good secretary.
You are.
Okay.
All right, so we're legacy.
We're mishapping,
We're
but we
yes,
need
we'll finish.
promised to finish
Okay.
this because we got a little carried away
We
last
did.
time.
There's a
with
lot. This could be. I said it could be a message in and of itself. Each one.
Each one. Yeah.
So we recapped really quick in case you're jumping in. I did a little message at my daughter's shower about being engaged in Bailey's engagement period, and it was being engaged to Christ and how we're very much like that. And so quickly, the first few we talked about, it's all she thinks about. She's preparing and growing. She's learning to wait. She's in celebration mode. She's excited and joyful. And we think that's where we stopped. So I'm going to finish the rest. And, just tying it into how that is with us in Christ. She's a
Yeah.
little nervous and wants to be ready. There's a desire to make sure that everything is prepared. We also seek to stand firm and be ready when Christ returns. 1 Corinthians 16:13 says, be on your guard, stand firm in the faith.
I think we did that one.
Did we?
But we talked about like being at your best, and she got new clothes,
Right.
and she
Right.
had her nails done
Had her
the whole
nails done,
time,
like
and
preparing for
right.
it.
Yeah.
So our preparation for Christ is being in the Word, being in church, being in prayer, being around mat carriers,
Evangelizing.
evangelizing. All that is part of our preparation during the engagement period to be ready for when we stand before the Lord,
Right.
before we stand
And-
before our groom.
Stand ready, right?
Right.
I mean, we didn't. She had just spent so much time in the preparation phase, which is very about everything.
Everything.
But
she cared
but-
about the most minute details.
Yeah. Oh, great.
So.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we did do that one.
Okay,
Sorry.
so then that's okay. The next one. She thinks of others. She's inviting family and friends to celebrate with enthusiasm. And Mark 16:15 says, we are called to invite others into the joy of knowing Christ. Go into all the world and preach the gospel. So I think the amount of time that she spent thinking about her people, where they're going to sit, where they're coming, what hotel should we give them? Is there enough time? Can they get the... I mean, she was constantly thinking of the people that were going to be coming to the wedding. So thinking about others. I mean, and we had conversations about I don't know if we can put this person at this table
Yes.
with this person.
Right.
You know, so being so concerned about people, they were on her mind.
They were on her mind. And I mean, she took care of her bridesmaids from the get-go. She made all of their, is it an invitation? I don't know, or whatever it is. Handmade the invitations to ask them to be her bridesmaids, you know, I mean, which is just same thing. It's, you know, are we doing that with everybody around us and saying, come with me, I want you to be with me for this special occasion of my life, you know. So like even you know, when you look at the like baptisms, I mean, I thought it was so cool. So many people got baptized.
Did you go?
No.
Oh, it was great. It was awesome because Sean got to be in the water this year.
Oh,
he was
we did?
baptizing
Oh,
for St.
nice.
Ob, so that was really
that's
fun.
nice.
So that was really fun.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean,
No,
I think
Henry called.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that's
So
important.
I mean, you know, I was like, sorry.
Rightly
Went to the
so.
pool with Henry. Yeah.
Rightly so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in this engagement time on earth, we need to be others focused and inviting people to the wedding scene. And to get there, that's the evangelism. They have to know Jesus to be there. So inviting others, I think, is great. Okay, just 2 more. Nope, 3 more. Some effort is required. Some guests will travel and have to make adjustments to attend. Following Christ sometimes requires sacrifice and perseverance. James 1, 2, and 3. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kind. So recognizing that, getting to the wedding. I mean, people had to take off work. People had to drive. People had to get a hotel. Like there was a sacrifice to be at that wedding from everybody. And knowing that as followers of Christ, there will be sacrifices that we have to make in this engagement period before we are at the altar with our groom.
Right. Well, and she and Camden made sacrifices too to make it happen. And whether it was about her perfection that she wanted at the event, and she had to pick and choose a little bit. We talked about that last time, but I mean, I think she did such a good job focusing on what was most important to her. And a lot of times that is what we have to look at, you know, as we have this walk with the Lord. Like,
prioritize.
You know, there's a lot of things that we can do, but what is the one priority? Was I with you when we talked about that priorities never had an S?
Yes.
Where was that?
We did
Where
this
is
on leadership, I think. Did we talk about that?
No.
How do we both
it's
know
in the
it?
Abide
Oh,
book.
in the Abide
It's
book.
in
I was
the
like,
Abide
wait, how
book.
do we both know that?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That
The root word, yes.
The root word, priorities never had an S until like late.
Yeah.
Like not that long ago.
Right.
And you do have to have a priority. And so anyway,
Yeah,
I thought
that was good.
Yeah.
Sean and I are doing the book together now.
Are you?
And we just did that, so that was good.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm being quiet because
you're not interrupting.
Well, I know, because last time I interrupted so much. I was like,
I love
"Ugh."
the interruptions.
I know, it doesn't feel like our conversation if I don't interrupt, or you don't interrupt me. But when I talk over you and you talk over me, I mean, that's just part of it.
I
It's
think
just hard.
that's how we.
It's hard to listen to, but you know, whatever. It's real.
But I do, when we listen back, we do talk over one another.
All the time, like, isn't it?
And mine was the right.
Right. Oh, me too. I'm always like, Anyway,
We're getting
whatever.
better, but not really.
Right. Right. No,
We
I'll
have
take
volume, but
I'll take right.
Right.
Oh my God.
Okay. She is building unity and partnership. Engagement begins the process of learning to live as one. Spiritually, we are united with Christ. Galatians 2:20. I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. So understanding that engagement process is the beginning stages of learning to be one. And so the minute that he proposed, we're moving towards being one. And that process.
And there's a lot that has to die off to let that happen, right? I mean, and it's the only time that it's good.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the only time that the becoming one is like sort of fun.
Right.
After that, it's like, well, I don't want to give up my whatever so that you can, like, whatever those things are. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're still in the process of becoming one,
Uh-huh.
even after the marriage.
Sure.
There's
Aren't we all?
the details of it.
No, aren't we all?
So she calls the other day. All right, Bailey, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I talk so wonderful about you all the time with this. I'll make fun of. This will be the mishaps. She calls and she says, we were talking about insurance because the church is switching insurance at 11/22.
Okay.
So we had till June 1st to pick the new thing, and it's
like
all
health
kicking in
insurance.
health insurance.
Yes.
So knowing she's getting married and she's going to roll off our health insurance, we were trying to work, talk her through. You have the choice of getting it at your work, or you have the choice of getting it at Camden's work. So you need to find out which is better. What's
Yes.
going to cost you?
Right.
We're kind of walking her through it. And
Yeah.
They decide that it was better for her to get on her work's insurance. So you can get on the insurance mid-year if it's a new thing, like a marriage. So she
right.
can get on it. So she had to fill out the paperwork, and I was like, "You're coming off ours tomorrow. Like
Yes.
I need you to get this
Like,
done."
get it going.
So we were
Right.
kind of pushing it a little bit. She said, "Mom, I can't. I'm waiting on my new number." I said, "You're waiting on your new number? What new number?" She's like, "Well, they need my new Social Security number." I said, "What new Social Security number?" She's like, "I filed for my new Social Security number, and they have to have my new number." I said, "Honey, you don't get a
please
new
tell us you
number.
didn't do that.
You
Yeah.
don't get a new number. You get a card with a new name, but it's
Right.
the same number." And
Right.
she says, "Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I got a new number." And I
love it.
said, "That's okay. Just put the." She's like, "But I sent this whole email to the whole HR department about doing this. That like I'm waiting on my new Social Security."
Oh, God.
She's like, "They have to think I'm an idiot." I was like, "No.
No.
Social Security number stays with you your whole life.
Yeah, this is.
You'll have a new name,
That's right.
but
right.
number stays the same." She had no
That's
idea.
funny.
Not funny.
Isn't it funny what they don't know?
They didn't know. She had no idea. She said, "Oh, I thought I got a new number now that I'm married." I was like, "Nope, same number
No.
until you die." Didn't think to tell you that.
Right.
Probably
It
should've
seems
told
like
you
one
that.
of these things that you don't
Yeah.
know. It is a pain to change your name
Yeah, it
and
is.
everything
It
and all
is.
that. I mean, I will grant
But
that.
we don't have to wait for the new number.
No, there's no new number. Yeah, she can jump right on that insurance because we should not be uninsured.
So funny.
Oh God, that's so cute.
funny.
That's so
Cracking up.
cute.
Okay. 10, she trusts her groom. Trust is foundational in engagement. Our relationship with Christ is rooted in faith and trust in his promises. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. And so just watching, like, same thing. Like, it's the two becoming one. But in that becoming one, there was a new trust level that I watched her confidently walk in.
Yeah.
Prior to the engagement, it was a still, what if he doesn't choose me?
Yeah.
Like, what if he backs out of this? What if this doesn't? And then the minute that he proposed, you watched her, like, own.
She blossomed.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm in
she's-
this. We're in this.
Yes.
He's mine.
Yeah.
I got him.
Yeah.
We're together. And so
Right.
that trust in him blossomed as soon as he proposed.
Yeah.
And so I think our relationship with Christ is the same. The minute we give our life to Christ, we're his.
Right.
Like, we're his.
We
and
have to walk
can't
in
lose
it.
him.
Right.
We can't get rid of him. He can't get
Yeah.
rid of us.
Right.
Like, once you lock in with him and give your life to him, it's done.
Right. And you have to walk in that. And how
Yes.
many times do we not walk in that? And we have the doubts and we have the fears and we have all these things that we think, are coming at us that we absorb as opposed to walking in the fact that we are loved by the God of the universe. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. I love
Yeah.
it. So
Confidence.
trusting him.
Yes.
We got him.
That's-
No one will pluck us out of his hands. That would have been another good verse. Okay, 11. She has exclusive commitment. Engagement signifies devotion and loyalty. As Christ's bride, we are called to love him fully. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. So this idea of exclusivity. It is Christ and Christ alone. That's all it can be. Once you
Right.
give your life to Christ, that's it. That's all there is. So I think that exclusivity
Yeah.
in the engagement
I
process
love that.
is fun.
I love that.
So yeah, so being engaged to
I
Christ.
told you, I did listen to us, and the question that I asked Tatiana about, like, this is the last person you're going to have sex with.
you're gonna have sex
right?
with. Yeah, that's it.
And, I mean, it's exclusive.
It's exclusive,
Yeah.
very exclusive. That gets a little morbid when we talk about Christ, but that's okay. Jesus.
Yeah. As I said then,
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have repeated it, but like that's probably not a good
It's
example
funny the
when we're
first
talking
time,
about
we'll do it
Christ.
again.
We're not doing. We're not going to put that in the show
No,
notes.
that's not in the show notes. As we celebrate Bailey, may our joyful engagement, I was saying, remind us, and this was where I wanted to tie it into its legacy. May our joyful engagement remind us to live with greater purpose, with focus, preparation, patience, celebration, trust, unity, anticipation, because we one day will meet our eternal groom. So let our legacy be that we are the best bride during our engagement here on earth and not be a bridezilla.
That's funny.
Right? Like
that was good.
right now, like you think these bridezillas, people talk about, I mean, it has the name for a reason.
Right.
We're in that process our whole life with Christ.
Yeah.
Are we a bridezilla to Christ?
Yes.
Or are we a bride that's like, he's so excited to meet?
We talk about this all of our themes. We don't like, I was listening to the one where you were talking about joy and like, do I live with joy? Like, does somebody say, I want what she has? And no, we're probably
Right, I might be a little
bridezilla.
bridezilla-y.
Yeah. I don't think so. I mean,
I
it's-
don't know.
that's funny.
I know, but we can't. We're
don't.
in that moment.
Right.
Like we might be bright. I mean, in the book Abiding
Yeah.
Life talks about that. That little caption on the back says, "Why are Christians so miserable?"
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
we are kind of bridezilla-y.
Exactly. Well, yeah, we get so caught up in the world
Yeah.
and what the world's got going. I mean, it's just, I just thought those were such beautiful analogies of, wow, this is how we should submit to the Lord. And when the freedom's in the submission, right? And Bailey is like now free to be who God created her to be as Camden's wife. And that changes, right? That causes all kinds of dynamics at your end and Sean's end and the family dynamics and all that kind of stuff. But there's such freedom in owning that new role. And so it was, you did a great job.
Thanks.
I think, yeah, we should figure
We're
out how
engaged to Christ.
we write a book or
I
something.
know. I mean, there has to be something in that. I've not heard that as far as just thinking of it as an engagement period.
Yeah.
We're engaged to Christ.
No,
and
I
that
thought
someday
that
we're
was
going to go
fantastic.
and meet our groom face to face.
Face to face.
And what kind of a bride was I during the engagement?
Uh,
I don't know.
I know. I wouldn't want me as a
know.
bride,
That's what I'm-
probably.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think I might be a kind of a pain in the butt bride. Sorry, Lord. I'll do better.
Your groom's
Because-
like, you can have another day on earth.
I mean, you think of the
I'm just
engagement,
kidding.
like we should absolutely be so joy filled.
Yeah.
Because we're getting married.
Because we're getting, yeah.
And we don't. Ugh,
So, yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was beautiful. I thought it was
Thank you.
beautiful
Thank
the
you,
way it was
thank
done. I didn't have so many like legacy mishaps other than, it is what I do. And so much of it is focused on the financial piece of it and, what's your legacy that you're going to pass on to your kids. And we talk so much about, what's the right amount to get your kids? What, do you have enough money for you to live? Is education important to you? Is philanthropy important to you? And so I've just, in the process of sort of working through some of it, it makes you think, like, what's my legacy, right? And what am I leaving and what am I not leaving? And, it's definitely not all good.
Right.
Right? I mean, it's definitely, as we were joking, it's definitely not all good, but I also think you have to realize, and part of the process, I think, is like, what's your, we talked about this, you have this long line of faith in your family, and that's a legacy of your family. It's now going to be Bailey's family. Your boys are going to hopefully have that,
Boys, get it together.
Yeah, boys, get it together. We have to have very strong.
Clearly, they're not
McClafferty-
gonna listen, so
McClafferty
y'all better
boys,
get it
yes,
together.
we're looking for these boys to get it together. But it doesn't mean that you can't be the first one to start a legacy, right? Like you can be the first one that goes through and says, okay, I'm going to be the first gen at this, and that's going to be, and it can be a little disheartening when you think, oh, I don't have a financial legacy. I don't have a faith legacy. What am I leaving? Is it really any good? And so just as I have sort of talked to clients and stuff over this last 6 weeks as we've been talking about this, is like, you can be the first at it.
Right.
Be the first at whatever it is you want, but maybe you're the first generation entrepreneur.
Right.
Go
First to
go-
travel. You
go
decide travel's important. You're going to make
right.
a priority of traveling.
Right.
And
You're the first one to go to college. I mean, there can be all kinds of things like that. So anyway, when talking to younger people, it's, you don't necessarily have to, continuing a legacy is a beautiful thing for a lot of pieces of it, but you
starting
can
one,
start
somebody
one.
started that
Right.
legacy. If
You
it's a
can
lot, like somebody in my family with a long legacy of faith, somebody started that.
Right. And start your thing, right? So anyway.
So, what legacies are you leaving negatively?
Negatively.
Like, what are some things that you're probably like, oh, my kids are all going to do that, and it's probably
Right.
not the best thing when we're talking about mishaps?
I don't know, we should pause this so we can think.
I mean, I'm trying to think of
There's
like
so many
things that like they'll
Like-
do, they'll pick up from us, like just even habits or like.
okay, like, I think the majority of my children will speed.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a legacy.
The majority of my children will speed.
That's a good one. Mine will too.
Yeah. And yeah, I think they will speed. And so there's that.
Mine will probably tell inappropriate jokes.
Yeah.
Because I always have
'cause
one
at-
at the wrong
at
time,
the wrong time, and-
place, and
yeah.
I'll say it, and then I'll be like, that was probably, I did not need to say.
Yeah.
Sex with Jesus, probably
Right.
didn't need to go.
Probably, and I didn't say it like that, but it was like, but yes,
Inevitably, I'll
like
say,
I think that my kids will probably. It's going to be interesting to see because I tend to be very straightforward and very, like I sort of say what it is. It's like, so I don't know if they'll be as much that because that probably hasn't always helped them.
yeah, maybe it'll backfire. They
Maybe-
saw me
right.
do it, and so they'll be like, we're
Like,
not
yeah,
having that legacy.
exactly. I mean, I think about my mom, who's like, she's an artist, right? She's creative, and she thought it was cool to, creative to run out of milk, and, as a result,
You were like,
no, like we don't run out of stuff at my house, And so I married somebody that like goes to the grocery store like 3 times a day if we have to, because like.
yeah, so sometimes it's the flip.
Like it
They'll
is, so they'll,
start
there's
the new
probably
legacy
things,
of
right?
having milk.
My kids will probably flip and do, I don't know what they'll do totally different, but yeah, they probably have more fun than I do. That's on my mission statement, I don't have that much fun.
I think our kids will do the flip of money for
Ah,
us.
yeah.
I think because
Yeah.
we always
Yeah.
talked about because we didn't do the
Yeah.
money part as well
Yeah.
as we would have liked. I think not all 3, 2 of the 3 at least, I think will be very money conscious and be better savers, better planners because we weren't. So they'll do the opposite, I think.
Yeah, interesting. So far, what we've seen, ours are very good with about.
I wonder what makes
about
some stick and
money.
some flip.
Yeah, but it was like partially because that's our business,
Right.
Right. I mean, so we talked about it a
Still,
lot.
they could
Like,
have
we
taken
had-
it and spent it and not saved it.
No, but we talked, like, they saw us working really hard, and not that you didn't, but I mean, they saw
We
us, I think, like we didn't take vacations, but they do, right? So I think they learned some of those things, but I think they, instead of swinging all the way to the other end of the pendulum, they probably ended up in a healthier place. So
Yeah. Well, and isn't that the hope?
yes,
I mean, isn't that a legacy in and of itself that we want to leave our kids better off than us?
Yes,
in every
for
regard.
sure.
Finances,
For sure.
faith, fun, all of it.
right, relationships,
all of it.
Yeah.
We hope that we've poured into them enough that our legacy is that they're better off than
Yeah,
us.
agreed. Right, that's true. So that's a legacy. in
That's a
itself.
legacy.
Yeah.
Which I think my kids are better off than me. I did better than my mom and dad.
Yeah.
In life.
Right.
I think my kids are going to do better than me
Right.
in life. So I think that is a legacy in and of itself.
Yeah.
That there's progression.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that we always say to our kids is, just take the best from each of us and, leave behind all the stuff that you don't want. And, I think as a generation, that's what all of us have done.
Who has more good stuff they're taking from, you or Rodney?
Oh, probably Rodney.
Oh, I know. Sean
Yeah,
has so
Rodney,
much
yeah.
more.
Rodney's nicer than me.
Sean is
Rodney,
too.
yeah, Rodney's nicer than me.
I would say that, but then they'd say, Mom, we take everything from Dad then.
Yeah.
Nothing from you. Everything's good
No,
in Sean.
Rodney's definitely, Rodney's definitely kinder and, more
Caring.
compassionate. Yeah, no.
Happier, more optimistic, more positive.
Yeah, I don't think, yeah.
They can have my height.
That's
what I always say.
That is so funny.
Like, you can have my height.
You can have my height.
And I'm not that tall. But compared to Sean, you can have my height. You can have everything else from
I
Sean.
don't know, Sean's a good dancer.
He is a good dancer.
I thought that was pretty impressive.
Yeah,
at
he
the-
won a breakdancing contest
I
in the
thought that
mall
was-
back in the day.
Yeah, I
He's
thought
got
that
the
was,
rhythm.
yeah, hopefully they don't get Rodney's dancing. Rodney's not a good dancer.
See, there's a few things.
Yeah, there's a few things. I mean, but really, if you had to take kindness versus
Dancing.
I probably win that with the rhythm thing, but
Which, will we put this down in show notes?
Yeah.
We should put the
Excuse me. Excuse me, I have to write something.
We should put the reel of us dancing at the wedding.
Oh.
We have a video of you and I dancing. Speaking of dancing, I thought we did good.
You could look at that either as a success or a mishap. It's like, oh, this is the funniest thing.
The best was Rodney
funny.
videotaping it. Like he
Yes.
zoomed in. He was like,
he kept, but remember, then he kept walking backwards. I'm
what are
like,
we
where are you going?
he was so happy to videotape it.
I didn't realize our dresses looked so much alike.
Did
Like yours was beautiful, but like we had the same colors on. Like
Oh,
this
kind of,
always
yeah.
happens to
Yeah,
us. Like we have
kind of did,
stripes on today.
Yeah, we kind of did.
Yeah, I was surprised at that. So anyway,
Looking at it.
yes,
Look at it
we
again.
will.
I wasn't really looking at our clothes.
I just thought we blended very nicely
well, I mean.
in the picture. You know, I was very surprised about
me
that.
see.
So,
Oh yeah, look, we kind of did.
right? Don't we blend
Yeah.
nicely?
We do. That's
Yeah.
so funny. That was
Yeah.
the dress I couldn't wear because my boobs weren't big enough.
That's right.
I tried it on for the shower,
I know.
and I couldn't fill out the boobs.
I didn't
You
get
go,
that.
Girl.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
they
don't
were
Yeah.
it was impressive. You go, girl.
Yeah. It could come off. A little bit of that could come off. I'd be very happy about that.
Okay, Misfits.
Yeah, so,
Anything else happening in your
I
life?
had written biblically.
Oh well, we
I
should
didn't.
do that.
Like I said,
Lydia.
Lydia helped me with this. Proverbs 22:1, a good name is more desirable than great riches. So we didn't really talk about that, but it is your reputation, right? I mean, I think passing that down is a legacy, right? I mean, I think from a reputational perspective that we're going to leave a good reputation. Right? If our kids walked around, somebody's going to come to our funerals and
Which
say,
I said your name today in a meeting, and
Oh,
somebody
really?
was like, "Oh, the McLaughlins. They are good people."
"Oh, that was nice."
So see, they like literally
that.
repeated the name.
Oh, that
I
was
said,
nice.
you know, I was talking with somebody about the campaign, and they, you know, we're talking about people we know in the district.
Yeah.
And, I said, "Oh, we were leaving." I said, "I'm going to do a podcast this afternoon with Kristen McLaughlin." And he said, "Oh, the McLaughlins. They are good people."
Oh,
So
look at
see
that.
that name?
That's nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There you go.
Well, there you go. A good name is more desirable than
Yes.
riches. But then we ended with biblically, legacy is faith passed down, character lived out, people impacted, and is eternal, not temporary.
I would agree with
I
all
know.
of that.
So isn't that nice? And I
Go
think,
ahead.
you know, we talk about this being the engagement period, but really it's heaven on earth too,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, you know, it's all going to, you know, be
Mm.
redeemed, but at the same time, we are living, like,
Ooh.
you know,
We can go down that whole path.
right? I mean, it's definitely like we also should be living like,
Well, and we can go through that the church is the bride of Christ and the church here on earth. Like we could
Yeah.
take this analogy.
right,
Far.
to a lot of places, right? I mean, it is. We'll put that in the show notes. No, I don't know what I would write down, but you know, I mean, there is. We should also live like that, like we have the ability to.
Yeah.
It's eternal, but it's also right now.
It is.
So
It is. That's
anyway,
great.
yeah,
It's
I
good
don't
stuff.
have much else over here.
Legacy. I mean, it's
Legacy. What's next? Sabbath.
Which I met with somebody the other day. Who did I meet with? I feel like I've had so many meetings. This
Yeah.
campaign, I'm sitting with more people. But I was sharing with somebody about the Sabbath and
Yeah.
what got us to Florida was the
Right,
Sabbath and our
right.
philosophy of the Sabbath. And she said, "Have you done a podcast?" Oh, it was at the Bible study, Carrie's Bible
Oh,
study. And
nice.
they were like, I was sharing about the Sabbath and how I got here in the story. And she said, "Have you shared about the Sabbath on the podcast
Yeah.
yet? Because you should share that on
Yes,
the podcast." I
you
was like,
should.
"It's coming up.
It's
So
coming.
look at that. So
Maybe we're going to have to life and lesson is going to be part of your
Sabbath
Sabbath
talk,
dissertation.
Dissertation, I know.
Yeah, and we have a great guest
Yes,
for
we
Sabbath.
do.
So-
We do.
and then
Just
I'm taking a Sabbath, so we have to do one recording early
Early.
because I'll be being
wondering
Italian.
what it would mean to take a Sabbath month after the campaign. Like I cannot do anything. I mean, I'll take my weekly Sabbath, but like we can't do like
Yeah.
and last year after life work, I got a couple days. Like there's
You did,
usually
right.
a break.
Wait, when did you go to the Tetons? That was in the fall.
Fall. But I
But
feel
it was
like,
before Lifework started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like-
it was
it was
like you're
actually
in
like late
between.
August.
Yeah, exactly.
but I feel like with this campaign being 90 days today,
Yes.
we are going to be running.
Yeah.
full
Because Sean's
speed.
like full on, right?
He has to be. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in some of these rooms because of the campaign that I
Yeah.
have to go to these meetings
Right.
and these things.
Yeah.
There is an evil, I don't know another word. Like, I
Yeah.
wish I could come up with another word, but there is a spiritual heaviness and evilness in these rooms that you walk in and you walk out, and I walk out and I'm ick.
Yeah.
And it's happened now probably 4 or 5 times that I come home from one of these meetings and I'm like frustrated and discouraged and tired. And I'm not a tired person.
Right.
Like, I run
Right.
400 miles a minute and I go,
Yeah.
go. I don't sleep much. I'm that
Right.
person up till midnight, 1 in the morning and back up. Like, it's just me.
That's your nature. Yeah.
I'm exhausted. I mean, like I told Sean, I said, I think I have mono. Like, I can't, and I'm like, I don't want to do stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
know I have these million things to
Right.
do, and I'm like, I don't want to do it.
feel like
I'm
doing it.
never like that.
Yeah.
And it's after I come out of these rooms, like I go to
Interesting.
these meetings, these clubs,
Yeah.
these things for the campaign. And I come out of it, and I'm telling you, it takes me 2 days to like get the ick off me.
Yeah.
And I just started tracking it, and I said, it's these meetings. Like,
Right.
it is a spiritual, I mean, warfare. I don't know the right words to explain it, but I was like, I gotta stop going in those rooms because they're draining
Yeah.
me.
Well, you need to put your guard up before you go
Well,
in
and
them, because I
that's
feel
what-
like you do need to be
I
in
need to
those
be in
rooms. The speaker today, you know, I love that he said, you know, wartime or peacetime, and he was talking about, you know, as a Christian in this world, there is no peacetime.
always
You know, we are constantly at war, and you know, you've put yourself out there, put yourself in the middle of battles, and you know, you're walking in with, you know, Tammy, every day I deal with Christians for Life Work Leadership armor on, and you're walking into these rooms for the campaign that require like some very serious armor.
It is. I mean,
So-
when people say, what can I do? And I say pray, I'm like, it's a specific prayer now. Like, it's a, give me the strength,
Yeah.
give me the protection. And then I finally
Yeah.
told Sean last week, I said, listen, you have to come with me. I can't
Yeah.
go into these rooms by myself anymore. Like, they're just, I have never
Yeah.
experienced
That's good.
anything like this.
Yeah.
I have, I mean, and I have experienced warfare,
Right.
and I have, but this is at a level that I can't describe. I mean, it's genuinely taking me days when I get out of it that I'm just like,
Yeah,
ick.
dragon.
I can't get it together. And then it's like I finally like, okay, I'm good. I get it together and I start working and doing stuff, and I go to another meeting. And then I'm like, it is. So I told Sean, we had 2 meetings this week. I said, you have to come with me.
Yeah.
And you just need to sit there and pray.
Yeah.
While I'm doing all the stuff and I'm
Right.
talking and I'm campaigning, I'm shaking hands and kissing babies
he
and all the
needs to,
stuff.
like pray over you before you
And
go
so,
in.
and that's what we did. We started every morning. Now
Yes.
he's been getting up and
That's
just laying
good.
hands on and praying for the days and the meetings
Yeah.
because it is
That's
just
a
been.
lot.
And it's like, okay, we have 90 days of
There's
this.
a reason that people like me go, why would you go into politics, right? I mean, I know how important it is, and it's like incredible to watch people that are willing to take that, and you have a gifting for it that isn't on my gifting list, thankfully. But I mean, there is a reason that it's such a gross business,
Yeah, it is
right?
gross.
People don't choose it.
It is not fun.
You know, casually. It's not like you just, I'm going to start a business, right?
Well,
So-
and I think if you choose it casually, then you're not the right person for
Yeah,
that position
exactly.
because you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, right.
Like
That's
if you're
true.
just choosing this because you're like, oh, I want to be a politician, and this
Right,
is like that's
right.
not that's
Yeah.
you know that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But it has been, you know, and very, very disappointed with the churches. I got to be honest. Like that's been the last couple of weeks.
because they're
meetings.
not getting,
They're just
like,
not
taking-
getting engaged.
Okay.
And, I mean, we've got this tiny little community. When I looked at it, we have 15 churches in our district.
Mm-hmm.
In those churches, we have over 85% of my voters go to these churches.
wow.
So if I could get to them,
Yes.
no one would ever lose the seat because we have the majority. I mean, like overwhelming majority of people go to
And they
these Christian
won't?
churches.
Like-
and they just, it's like they just, kind of like the guy I was talking about today, they
Yeah.
just are very much like, we don't get into politics. We'll pray for you, which I don't
Okay,
mean to minimize
wonderful.
that.
Right,
Of course I need you
exactly.
to pray for me, but you have a captive audience who has chose to go to your church, which means they trust you
Right.
as the pastor.
Right.
As the leader, they're committing their time and their money to you, they're tithing. Therefore, they trust you. So your words mean something to them.
Yeah.
And you have this captive audience And your alternative, in my particular election, is 2 non-believers who will harm our school district. Our school district has 56,000 people.
Yeah.
So we are fighting for the souls of 56,000 students.
Children, yeah.
And the churches are just kind of like, eh. And I mean, it has just fired me up. I
Well,
lost
and
it
it's
the other day
very
at a
easy
pastor. I was like,
excuse. Like,
yeah.
we don't get into politics.
Right.
I mean, that's my excuse.
Right.
So I understand it
Yeah.
because it's
an
like,
easy excuse.
It's an easy excuse. Like, I don't know anything about politics, so I just pretty much stay out of it. Rodney tells me who to vote for, right? So it's that's bad, right? I mean that's bad. So
I said they need to hire, like in our little district. There's no big churches in our district, no mega churches in our little district. And I said, if those little 15 churches each put in together, we talk about unifying the church, Big C
Right.
church, and they hired a political pastor. And it was somebody who is theologically sound and politically knowledgeable. And that pastor was the political pastor for the 15 churches in our district, or whatever.
Yeah.
Their job would be to go to all the city council meetings, all the board meetings, all the Tallahassee meetings, find out all the legislation that's happening. And then every one of those churches, this is my new platform, not that anybody's listening to this, should have a American Sunday. Where on that
that's-
Sunday, that political pastor just comes in and shares
This
the
is what's
information.
happening.
Here's what's happening. And you would do it at all 15 churches so that it wouldn't be denominational based,
Right.
it wouldn't be,
yeah,
Yeah.
This is
but
a
would
very
say,
good idea.
hey, here's
Maybe
the legislation
this is what
that's
this
happening.
is all about.
And
Why don't you be a political pastor?
Political pastor. I don't know if I could do it, but I just think they need it.
I think you could,
Because then it's not
This
on
could
the
revolve-
actual
this could-
pastor.
I mean, we have a whole new track now.
But it's like they can just stand up there and say, hey, here's legislation amendment 4.
Right, this is what it
and
does.
I want you to know these city council members, or these legislators, your senators, your statewide reps voted this way on it. You
Yeah.
just need to know.
right.
This one voted this way, this one voted this way, this one voted this way. This is what this legislation means.
Just the
translated,
facts.
right? Here's what it is. And here it's election year. Here are the candidates that are running in your district for school board, mosquito control, airport control. I mean, there's random
Right.
things that people are
Yes,
running for.
right.
We get in the voters booth thinking we're doing our civic duty, and we just check a box. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't
know
know.
who the mosquito control person is
Right.
that should be there.
Oh,
It
I
might
do.
be a strong believer. I don't know.
Right.
But somebody should do that. So I think every church, if it's a big church, I mean, like an 1122 should have one of their own. You are the political pastor. Once a year, the Sunday before the 4th of July, we do
They're
American
just
Sunday.
in tune to that.
And they
I
just
mean,
know what's going on,
yeah.
and they share it.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to come on Sunday, don't
I
come.
sort of like this
But
idea.
on the
It's like
Sunday
Compassion
before,
Sunday.
right? You
I
should
mean,
have America Sunday, where our political pastor that we've hired comes in and says,
Well, I
"Here's
hope
what's
someone
happening."
is listening to
I
this
hope
that can
someone's
make that
listening too.
happen.
And if it's smaller churches, unify.
Yeah.
Hire one person. I mean, go around.
Yeah,
and
it can't be
talk
right.
to the churches.
Exactly.
There should
You
be an
should- you
American
could be this
Sunday.
person.
I don't know if they'd want me. I'd yell at everybody, but
But I mean, the point is that you do have to get involved. Like, I mean, this is a lesson I'm learning
It
through
is.
this campaign process is
Yes.
that, you have to do something and I don't.
No.
So,
well, and you
you know.
donate, which is needed. So
That's
always
true.
donating.
That is
because
true.
I cannot.
Yes.
They say that my campaign managers say it every day to me when I'm about to fall off the ledge. Dollars and donors. Dollars and donors. Dollars.
which
donors.
is crazy to me on top of it.
On
Like,
top of
that's
it, it is the
sort of
money
what
that
pisses
wins
me
it.
off about the
Yep.
whole thing.
Because if
is
you have more
because-
money,
right.
you can send any message you want. And us idiot voters don't know any better,
Right.
so we think, oh, that must be true because it's in print.
Because it's right. Right.
So-
or 3 people said it. Or
Right.
I heard it 3 times.
Right, so it
Yeah.
must be true, which is why a political pastor that would be speaking at 15 different churches in our district
could just get facts.
would make,
Would be truth.
we would not lose a seat if the Christians did that. And more Christians would
I'm
run.
going to vote for you
Thank
for
you.
this. We could put Rodney on this, and he
Get
could be.
on.
He's a
He'd be
good
my
PR
campaign
person.
manager.
Well, we got to get him
And
doing Misfits first.
More
but-
people would run
Yeah.
because they'd know
'Cause
they'd
they'd
have
have
the
support,
support. Like
right.
right now, I'm running and I'm running on my own.
Yeah.
So he gets this party support, she gets this party support. They've got their people support.
Right.
I should have the Christian support, and I don't because
Right.
we just don't do it.
Right.
So if we knew we had the support, more Christians would
Yeah.
run.
I think that's right. I think that's right.
So political
Yeah.
pastors, it's my new. Should have it for what it's worth.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I do like our pew changing the subject. We have
I
a
do too.
pew over
Feels
here
more
at Cup of
biblical.
Job, and
Feels more biblical.
My butt feels more biblical too, sitting on it. Okay, on that note, we're going to say goodbye.